Hello and welcome to another 2-minute table talker with the HanDrinksSolo Wine Club, this time on Leeuwenkuil's Marsanne 2016. You might not recognize the grape name Marsanne because for the most part Marsanne is blended in with grapes like Clairette Blanche and Roussanne in order to add texture and weight and a bit of depth to these blends. The blends I'm talking about come from the Northern Rhone in France. And you might go, well, I don't even know what the Northern Rhone is. Well, that's okay. It's probably better known to us for being the home of Shiraz, or Syrah as they call it there. But the connection for us South Africans goes deeper than just being the home of Syrah, because in the Voorpaardenberg and in Swartland in South Africa right now, some of our most interesting white blends are starting to feature these Northern Rhone grapes like Marsanne, Roussanne, Clairette Blanche, and then of course Grenache Blanc is also something you would have heard a lot about, which comes from the Southern Rhone. Some of our more progressive winemakers are gambling on the fact that South African wine lovers will be a little more adventurous and stray further than just Chenin and Chardonnay. But for us to understand really what Marsanne brings to a blend, I thought it would be great for us to taste it as a single cultivar, which is why I was so excited to get hold of this guy. In true Northern Rhone tradition, it's not actually 100% Marsanne. It has 10% Roussanne, which brings a sort of floral lift to it all. But the other element that makes this wine so intriguing is its age. This is a 2016 vintage, which means it's been in bottle for at least the last 4.5 years. And that's interesting because Marsanne as a grape really comes into its own when it has a bit of age on it. So Marsanne in its youth is all about pears and peaches, or in warmer climate like the Swartland, you can get these citrus elements coming out. But when it's given time to age a little, everything becomes much more complicated and you get nuts and beeswax and white pepper and dried florals. And when you get to taste this guy, you'll see that those citrus elements follow right through onto the palate, where you've got waves of kind of naartjie and mandarin, and then on the back end, that spice that I talked about just now. If this is your first Marsanne, I would love to read your thoughts about it. So why not leave a review at the bottom of the info video page on the HanDrinksSolo website. Then if you have any questions about Marsanne as a grape or about the winemaking of this particular Leeuwenkuil Marsanne, you can leave those there too. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And even better, if you've discovered some other single cultivar Marsanne bottlings in South Africa, please leave those on the site as well, so that as a community we can go hunt them down and expand our knowledge base on what is still a fairly rare single cultivar grape.